Article 3, titled 10 Practical Tips for Making Fractions Come Alive and Make Sense, is about the challenges teachers face when teaching fractions and the challenges students face while learning them. It is mentioned in the article that fractions are an important part of the middle year's mathematics curriculum. However, it takes a lot of students more time to understand fractions. The article's main focus is on the different ways that fractions can be taught. Included in the article are activities that can enhance students' understanding of fractions. Quote 1 reads, "Provide a variety of models to represent fractions. This is very important when teaching fractions. Students are going to need more than one model that represent fractions to be able to understand them. When they are able to see how fractions work, they will start to catch on." In the article, Figure 1 had great visual representations of the fraction 3/4. Visual representations similar to those will be very helpful when teaching fractions. Quote 2 reads, "When students share their strategies for comparing fractions during class, other students may be convinced to use both benchmarking and residual thinking to tackle relative size and ordering problems. This is a great way to help students understand fractions. This way they are learning from each other. They are learning different ways to work with fractions from their classmates. Sometimes this way of learning is easier for them. A teacher can explain something the best way they can, but sometimes students just learn better with their peers." Quote 3 reads, "Students need greater exposure to division problems and explicit discussion connecting division with their fraction answers." This quote is very true. Fractions and division are very closely related. Students will need to understand division to help them with fractions. Division plays a big role when working with fractions. They will need to understand that 8/2 is the same as 8 divided by 2. For the culminating reflection, fractions may be difficult for a lot of students, but they can be taught and they can be learned. They can be taught in multiple ways. There are also different activities for students to do to help them get a better understanding of fractions. Some students may understand fractions better by learning from the other students around them. In all, using the suggestions from the article may be very useful.